This comes from coaching a single mom who dealt with her daughter, teenager, and had to deal with a situation where daughter really had like none, little to none discipline. Parents were divorced. Mom was really struggling to, go through life and do all the work and make all the money necessary to provide everything she can to her daughter, and during that time, really didn't, because parents were divorced, and she really had a difficult time to discipline. She wanted to give everything to her kid, but then realized while we were discussing the situations that she wasn't really helping her by having little to none discipline. So daughter was basically doing whatever she wanted to do. She would come late at home. She wasn't doing homework on time. Every once in a while, a mom would get a letter from school. So basically, she realized she had to do something, but because she, of course, loved her daughter so much, like we all love our kids, and because she didn't have support from her partner, because her husband left her and left their daughter, it was just difficult for her to introduce that a lot of discipline. Now, thinking back of another story where Peter was introducing just too much discipline on his daughter, this lady, let's call her Jane, had a difficulty to introduce any discipline. So what we had to work on is that little by little introducing some discipline, because life is about discipline. Life is not about, that we have to do everything boom, 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 right? But it's also about things that we have to do. We all have to work in order to provide to our family. We all have to, maybe get up early, stay late, do shopping, cook, all these things that in order to survive, we have to do. So unless we learn the discipline of life, it's going to be hard for us later on. When when our teenagers are left without us, they won't be able to live unless we teach them certain discipline. So with the Jane, what we did is little by little, figuring out what is it that Jane really loves to do. And we want her to do more of it. But at the same time, there was kind of we used it as a leverage to say, okay, yes, you love your clothes and you want to buy some more of it. And yes, I can help you. But here are the things, right? So you need to, do the dishes once we do the dinner. At the end of the dinner, you need to, do the laundry. You need to. So basically, there was a certain set of things written that she will need to do, right, in order to get her allowances. She will need to do in order to get certain things. So little by little, then we moved to, from easy things to little harder things. So now moving to the schools. Of course, you got to do your homework. There's no question about it, right? So here's an example where too little discipline or non-discipline certainly is not good. And even if you are happy how your child is performing in school with a little discipline, I highly suggest that you introduce that. I highly suggest that they need to learn that they have to work to get what they want to get in life. We have to work to get what we want to get in life. There is no other way. Look, maybe you are very rich and you can afford to do anything for your kids, but I still suggest that you don't do this. Regardless, even if you are rich, right? You or somebody else in your family had to do work to make this happen. I'm sure you are working so hard, even if you have a lot of money, to make this happen. So make sure that we teach our kids certain discipline. Make sure we teach them that the value of work. Make sure we teach them that it's important that they do what they need to do. And maybe today is, to do their homework, to maybe do the dishes. Maybe it's help with laundry. Maybe it's vacuum the house. Maybe it's take out the garbage. But they need to have certain tasks. And if we don't do that, believe me, we as a parents are failing. We are depriving them of their future happiness, right? Not only of, their future income and so on, but really of happiness, because as humans, we are meant to do things. We are meant to achieve something. And when we do, we'll feel good. So bottom line is, too little discipline is not good either. So make sure that there are certain things that they need to do at home, and of course to complete the tasks that they are required to do for school.